Let us see the multiple question first. The position of four elements A, B, C and D are given in the periodic table as shown in figure. Which element is most likely to be an acidic oxide? Okay, so A is given in group 1, B is given in group 2, C is given in group 17 and D is given in group 18. So we know that non-metals react with oxygen and form non-metal oxide whose nature is acidic. So over here C is a non-metal because it belongs to group 17. Let us move to the next question. Element P, Q, R, S having atomic number 11, 15, 17 and 18. Which of them are reactive non-metal? So let us make their electronic configuration. For 11 it is 281, for 15 it is 285, for 17 it is 287, 18 is a noble gas 288. So the correct option is 287 because it is a deficient in one electron. Okay, so 17th is R, and which of them are reactive? PQ. P is a metal, no. Q is a non-metal. R is a non-metal. S is a noble gas. So this can't be possible. So I am going with Q and R. So Q and R are the correct option. Let us move to the next question now. Arrange the given elements in order of their atomic radii. So lithium is given having atomic number 3, beryllium, fluorine and nitrogen. Okay, so let us recall their atomic number. Lithium is 3, beryllium is 4, fluorine 9, nitrogen 7. Let us make their electronic configuration. It is 2 1, for beryllium it is 2 2, for fluorine it is 2 7, for nitrogen it is 2 5. So as you can see, they all are having only 2 orbits. Okay, now as we move, they are in the same period, that is second period. So as we move left to right in a period, when we move left to right in a period, the atomic size decreases because nuclear charge increases. Or I can say that which is having a more nuclear charge is smaller. Okay, so which one is the smallest? Fluorine, then nitrogen, then beryllium, then lithium. So this is the correct option. Let us move to the next question, passage or diagram based question. From the following part of the periodic table, answer the following questions. Group 1 lithium XYZ, 14th group carbon, element P is given. Then fluorine 17th group P, Q, R and T is given. Which is the most reactive metal? So we know that group 1, in group 1 we have been given some elements. In group 1 we have been given some elements X, Y, Z. So we know that as we move top to bottom in a group, the metallic character increases. So the answer for the most reactive metal is Z. Clear? Name the family of fluorine. Here please, 17th. Okay, so 17th group in which Q, R and T are given is also called halogens. So it belongs to halogens family. Name one element which is in group 2 and group 15. For group 2, we can go with calcium. For group 15, we can go with nitrogen. Okay. Compare X, okay, X is here, and P. Compare X and P with respect to the size. So I can see that they are in the same period. So we know that when we move left to right in a period, so as nuclear charge is increasing, so I can say that X is bigger in size than P because X has lesser effective nuclear charge. Okay, or we can say that in a period when we are moving left to right in a period, the atomic radius decreases. Let us move to assertion and reasoning based question. The 4 options are there. Let us read the assertion. Beryllium and aluminium show some similar properties. Okay. Reason. I am reading it with because. Beryllium and aluminium show some similar properties because the metallic radius of beryllium is less than the metallic radius of aluminium. So the reason is not appropriate, explanation is not correctly given because beryllium and aluminium show diagonal relationship. Okay, because beryllium resemble in the properties with aluminium. Metallic radius, if I am talking about metallic radius of beryllium, it is 111 pm, which is less than metallic radius of aluminum, which is 143 pm. Although the smaller size is the reason for anomalous behavior of beryllium, but not a reason for its diagonal relationship with aluminium. So I am going with B. Okay. Let us read the next question. Smaller the size of an atom, greater is the electronegativity because electronegativity refers to the tendency of atom to share electrons with its atom. Now we know that electronegativity refers to the tendency of an atom to attract the bonded electrons. Okay, so here the reason is given wrong. So I am going with C. Hope you have understood the questions. Thank you. Take care.